Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Former Golden State Warriors coach gets 100% real on Klay Thompson's free agency departure. Before they became a dynasty, the Golden State Warriors were coached by Mark Jackson. Under his guidance, the Dubs were becoming a rising power in the Western Conference, with the young Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green coming to their own. However, after the 2013-14 season, the Golden State Warriors front office went in a different direction, replacing Mark Jackson with Steve Kerr. The following season, Kerr led the team to its first NBA title in 40 years, and the rest, as they say, is history. Mark Jackson hasn't had a coaching job since then, as he became a regular NBA analyst for ABC, teaming up with Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Breen. ESPN eventually fired Jackson through a wave of layoffs in June 2023. During a recent interview with Sway's Universe, Mark Jackson admitted he thought Klay Thompson would finish his NBA career with the Golden State Warriors, although he added that his move to the Dallas Mavericks is part of the business. I think in the ideal world, Klay Thompson finishes his career with the Golden State Warriors. But you know how this business is. The loyalty only works one way, and that's not a knock on the Warriors, that's just the way the sports world is. Everybody doesn't get to sign a deal at the end like Derek Jeter. Truth be told, you look back and they probably should have let him go as great as he was, Jackson said. Klay Thompson is going to be fine, and it's a great pickup for the Dallas Mavericks. Unfortunately, he didn't end his career with the Golden State Warriors, but that's not the way the world works. I'm proud of Klay Thompson because when we drafted him, and he'd be the first to tell you. I'm proud as a coach and as a friend, he concluded. The thought of Klay Thompson suiting up in gear that's not of the Golden State Warriors is still tough to fathom. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green will no longer have their shooter of over a decade waiting for a pass in the perimeter. However, the sharpshooter's move to the Dallas Mavericks is nothing but just the reality of sports. Mark Jackson noted this in his latest statement, via Sway's Universe. I think in the ideal world, Klay Thompson finishes his career with the Golden State Warriors. But you know how this business is. The loyalty only works one way, and that's not a knock on the Warriors, that's just the way the sports world is. Everybody doesn't get to sign a deal at the end like Derek Jeter. Truth be told, you look back and they probably should have let him go as great as he was, the former Warriors coach declared. Thompson is leaving the Warriors after his contract extension expectations were not met. The Mavericks then offered him $50 million for 3 years, to which the sharpshooter was delighted. Jordan Poole posts old Warriors photos, sparking fan reactions. As Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors enter a new era, former Warriors guard Jordan Poole made a nostalgic social media post that's garnering attention. Poole posted over 24 photos from the Warriors' 2022 champion season, including pictures of him alongside teammates such as Andrew Wiggins, Andre Iguodala, and Curry. He was never meant to be on another team, one fan wrote. I love to see him reminisce, another added, while one of many fans seemed to allude to Poole's physical altercation with Draymond Green. Only 2 players I liked on the Warriors hated each other, the fan tweeted with a broken heart emoji. The Warriors selected Poole with the 28th overall pick in the first round of the 2019 NBA Draft. He played 4 seasons with Golden State, including capturing his first championship in 2022. He averaged a career-best 20.4 points, 4.5 assists, and 2.7 rebounds the following season. Then, Poole, Patrick Baldwin, and Ryan Rollins were traded to the Washington Wizards for Chris Paul in 2023. Jordan Poole signed a 4-year, $128 million contract extension with the Wizards. As Washington's offensive focal point, he averaged 17.4 points and 4.4 assists while shooting at a 41.3% clip, including 32.6% from deep. Perhaps Poole is using the photos as inspiration as he enters his second season with the Wizards. For the first time in 13 years, Stephen Curry will take the floor without sharing the backcourt with Klay Thompson, as the Warriors' Splash Brothers era ended over the offseason. Thompson signed a 3-year, $50 million contract with the Western Conference champion Dallas Mavericks, which Curry agrees will be a challenge in 2024-25. Curry will have to adjust to playing without Thompson. However, Steph advises fans not to rule the Warriors out of contention next season because of this, via People's Natasha Dye. "I love the fact that people don't think we can keep the pace with some of the other teams that they're picking in the West," Curry said. "And I just love that challenge of stepping into a training camp and being able to create your own success. That gets me going, and obviously, coming off of this Olympic experience, I'm trying to channel that energy all year." Curry earned his first gold medal at the 2024 Olympics. Scoring an emphatic 4 3-pointers in the final 2:43 of Team USA's 98-87 win against France, he finished the contest with 24 points, all of which came from behind the three-point arc. In preparation for 2024-25, Steph joined Boston Celtics champion Jaylen Brown and UConn women's basketball star Paige Bueckers in an off-season workout. Brown posted the video to his Instagram. Steph Curry, Jaylen Brown, and Paige Bueckers in the lab putting the work in last month. The 10-time All-Star and the Warriors agreed to a 1-year, $62.6 million contract extension. Site simulates trade that would allow Jimmy Butler to arrive at the Warriors. Who wouldn't want to have Jimmy Butler in their cast? According to information, the Warriors have already studied what a trade would look like. For this to happen, many things would have to change, and the Fadeaway website simulated what that would be like. Anthony Slater, from the Athletic Portal, was the one who spoke about the club's interest in Stephen Curry. Butler's arrival would give the squad much more chances of being champions again. The deal, however, is quite complicated. What I hear around the NBA is that the Warriors will be keeping an eye on Jimmy Butler's situation. If he and the Heat part ways, the team will certainly be at least among those interested. Of course, it's still very early, and any rumor currently is also very much linked to speculation. But, at least to some degree, Golden State will be there if Butler becomes available, said Slater. What was Kyrie Irving's role in Klay's arrival? Zion Williamson elects Kevin Durant as one of the greats. The exchange would involve many Golden State athletes, in addition to, of course, a 2026 draft pick. Because of this, it needs to be well thought out. After all, great talents are drafted through choices, and this doesn't cost the team anything. In the simulation it would be like this: Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, Kevin Looney, Gary Payton II, and the 2026 first-round pick would go from Golden State to the Heat. In return, the franchise would receive Jimmy Butler and Josh Richardson. Is it worth it, fan? It's worth remembering that the Warriors need to worry about the future. After all, Curry is already 36 years old, and despite being a star, in the coming years, the prediction is that his quality will begin to decline due to his physique. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.